Welcome back to another installment of the Mitch and Moose Show.
AKA the #1 podcast in Austral.
We've upgraded today's scenario for you.
Yeah.
Anyone watching on YouTube, you'll know that we look different. Anyone listening on Spotify, we'll sound the same.
Yeah. So, for those watching on YouTube, we are filming in an outdoor bar today. There's a little bit of reasoning for that. Over the last week or so, I've taken on a new job with the Sydney Sixers as a videographer for the upcoming Big Bash season. And with that job, I am required to follow some pretty hectic COVID protocols, so the season can obviously go ahead with no hiccups and stuff like that. And one of those protocols is that I'm not allowed inside pretty much anywhere
with other people.
With other people, yeah, pretty much.
You can go inside your house.
Yeah, well, technically from next week when I have the rapid testing kits, we can go back into the Moose Cave.
This is a vibe, but man,
I don't mind it, but this is also your dad's like very special area, and he has people coming around all the time.
Very special area.
Yeah.
What's that? VSA.
Yeah.
Very special.
Well,
area.
it is, man. There's a lot of, you can tell there's a lot of stories
There's
here.
a lot of stories come through this place.
Yeah.
Anyone that came to my dad's 60th,
Yeah.
you can see the Reese's Drafts poster. Actually, a little bit of a funny story about that. Just goes to show my dad's age. When he was at the pub at Austral, he was like, I think one of his mates had like a similar thing, like a poster that all of his friends signed when they came to his party.
Yeah.
And Dad wanted a Reese's one.
Yeah.
So when he was at the pub, he took a photo of like the tap.
Yeah.
And then took it to Officeworks on his phone. He was like, can you blow this up for me? I was like, bro, you probably could have just like Googled a photo, like found it, or like ordered a poster. But nah, showing his age. I mean, he can use his phone pretty well.
Yeah.
Got a photo from the bar at Austral.
No, good on him, man. But yeah, so this will be it for, I think this will probably be us maybe for this week, maybe next week, depending on when I get these rapid testing kits for work. But yeah, committed to the show, making it work.
I think this is a good spot for guests.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit easier. Kind of, this part here is like on a hill, and let's say like got some modified stool that had like.
Well, right now your stool is.
I literally put a deck of cards under the legs so it doesn't rock so much. Yeah. But I'm sure I could whip something up, maybe a couple of milk crates with some. Cardboard on.
Do you know what I do like about this is that like we could have some like really fucked up shit here and just be like, do you know what also we did not do a single bit of before this episode was actually look at the show notes.
I just wrote down a whole bunch of stuff in the show notes.
Yeah.
Not that I can remember it, but hey. When you're the #1 podcast in Austria, you don't need to prepare that much.
Nah, man.
I think you can just roll in, start talking, and hope for the best.
You sort of just let it fly, man, and like whatever happens, happens. And that's how we that's sort of how we've been operating. Like there's a wild cat walking over there, man.
Hey, I hope honestly, I thought about that. I hope she doesn't, but she may eventually want to be on camera as well and jump up and start pussing about.
Yeah, dude. Hey, look,
we're open to have pussy on the show.
Yeah,
so if
we're,
she wants to
we're
come
open.
Up here,
we're open for that. I definitely. When we do get to the point where we bring people on, I don't want it to be like a podcast where we just bring on heaps of dudes.
Okay. Because maybe the cat will get a start.
Yeah, definitely. Probably the first person to be interviewed, I guess.
Well. Yeah, we haven't had any female guests or anything on the podcast yet. And she's prowling.
We haven't had any guests.
Oh, we've had LB.
Yeah, but he's not a guest. He's more of a.
He's like a co-hoster.
Yeah, exactly.
So
but once again, LB is not here today.
We're the hosts.
Yeah.
He's co-host.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless you're the host, I'm the co-host, and he's the co-host.
Well, see, what happens is that I steer the ship.
Well, I'm desperately trying to take it off course.
Yeah, and then when you and LB are together, it's like you both are just seeing who can throw one another off board faster, and I'm just like, you know that meme where the dude's sitting inside the burning house and he's like, everything is fine? That is literally me when we do the podcast with you and LB. Especially, hold on. That's probably a bit harsh because he is really good value, but like if you two start bickering at each other, it loses direction very fast.
Look, I'm not here to dispute your facts or your opinions or any of the shit you're saying right now because me and LB have a bit of a bickering relationship.
Yeah,
we are known to bicker.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
But fuck, I want to punch him in the face sometimes.
Yeah. So today is
The 3rd
the 3rd,
of
December the
December.
3rd. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone.
I actually heard someone say that today for the first time, and I was like, "Whoop, we're at that time of year now."
How crazy is it that that's where we're at?
Yeah, dude.
It's
The year's just flown by. I feel like it's been such a fucked year for me in particular.
mm,
Everyone's had a fucked year, but broke my leg in what was it, February?
yeah,
That put me out till about March.
yeah,
March, April, May, 3
Lock-
months
the
of fucking
lockdown.
living. Then we had a lockdown.
yeah.
Fuck lockdown. Now we've got what is it?
I don't know, bro. I've tried to avoid it at all costs, man.
The new strain sounds like a cartoon character from like Futurama or something.
Yeah, I can get around that. I can definitely see that.
Actually, I've seen a meme. You know that one where Most is like he's throwing Barney out of the bar.
Yeah.
And it's like Delta, and he throws him out, and then the door shuts and it opens again.
Yeah.
And it was like some character from Futurama, and it was Omicron or whatever it was. Like,
dude,
on him.
surely we cannot go into another stint of like being locked down and all that other stuff. Like pretty much right now with this job with obviously the Sixers, and I'm extremely grateful for it. I'm very much living in not a super lockdown, but I have to actually pay attention to what I go and how I do things. So, but going like back towards obviously the whole Christmas thing, dude.
Steering the ship.
Yep, that's me, dude. Because otherwise, we have no direction.
No, I mean, we do have one direction.
Yeah.
That is to be the greatest podcast in Austria.
Yeah, and dude,
as voted by you, our M&Ms.
Some would say we're already doing it. So,
I mean, look, the direction doesn't change.
Yeah.
What's the saying? Something about one goal, one team, one direction.
Yeah, you miss every shot you don't take, eh?
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky style.
Who's that? He's
the
greatest
hockey player of all time. Yeah.
I reckon.
But to be fair,
I reckon Happy Gilmore's got him. That's my puck, baby. Don't you ever touch my puck.
Just a little bit of like hockey chat. Obviously, I know you're not very educated in this sport. Neither am I. But having many of nights watching the hockey with our great friend Brett Harris.
Ooh.
So Gretzky has some like unbelievable stats, and they reckon that they will never ever be like touched ever again, just because of how the sport has moved, and like the average like defender is no longer as shit as what they were when Gretzky was around. Like I don't know.
So he was an attacking hockeyer.
Yeah, hockey player. Yeah.
Hockeyer?
Yeah, I don't know if they call it forward and shit like that. Look, don't get me wrong. I really enjoy watching the sport. Like watching it live is insane.
I love the punch-ons, dude. We went and watched the game when we were in. Did you come? No, you went there. It was me, John, and Shirls.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say I only watched a couple games when I lived over there, and it was only like the Kelowna Rockets, which was like the local feeder team for like Vancouver and stuff like that.
Cats pouncing.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, it is Christmas time. People are starting to get around, starting to get about, get that Christmas cheer.
I think it's now officially all right to start setting up your Christmas decorations.
And that's exactly where I want to go with this.
I thought so.
Yeah.
So I read the show notes before the show.
Yeah. Well, good on you. I didn't.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. So Steph and I started, we started doing the Christmas thing. Previous years, we haven't really been very festive, I guess you could say, because all our time has sort of been spent either trying to like get us to Canada, or we've been in Canada, or we're coming home and like, oh, we're in Australia. We're not like super stoked. We just had White Christmas.
Yeah.
But this year, it's like all that has been washed away, and we're like, no, we're going to give it a red hot crack. So we went and bought some Christmas lights on the weekend. Came home and put them up, and then turned them on, and we're like, no, we need more. I kid you not, dude. On Sunday, we then went back to Ronnie's or whatever the fuck it is, and bought more Christmas lights.
On Sunday, after I seen you.
Yeah.
And you put those candy canes up the pathway there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Went and bought more.
Yeah.
And do you know what the worst part is?
Actually, yeah. What is the worst part?
We're buying more again. Well, Steph is buying more again this weekend. Because it's one of those things. Okay, bro, have you seen those houses, right? And you like, I think when it comes to Christmas light decorating, like, you actually need to go hard out for it to look good, because if you go like 15%, it just looks shit.
100%. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
That's why I choose to go for 0%.
Yeah.
Because you can't fuck up 0%.
No, that's
Although
true.
This year, Jace rolled home, I don't know, the other day, and was like, bro, I got us a Christmas tree. I was like, oh, yeah? Like, where is it? He goes, oh, I'm going to pick it up from work. Like, oh, yeah, show us. Showed me a photo, and it was literally this, like, fake fucking plastic tree on the side of the road, squished in a fucking heap. He goes, what do you reckon? I go, it's better than the one we got.
Yeah. So like Steph and I have like it's like a Christmas tree, but like It's not. It's like you've seen it. It's like the Twiggy one, and it's not. It's not actual. Like it doesn't
It's
have
like
like
a dead Christmas tree.
yeah, but it has all pretty lights and shit on it. There's no mess because like
It's dead.
yeah. Well,
And
but then
fake.
like the good like getting like having a natural Christmas tree is nice because you get the smell. But then like
Fuck the mess, but man.
yeah, it's pretty brutal, dude.
Fuck. Did you had one?
Yeah,
on
dude.
you?
I used to do it. That was me, bro. Because we were always like proper Christmas tree because it just makes the house smell fucking nice. It's that time of year.
Surely you can get some sort of burning incense that will give you the same smell.
Yeah, exactly. So that's yeah. So man, Christmas light Christmas light decorating, not putting upping, because putting upping is not a word.
I think it should be.
You reckon?
I think
What are you doing over there? Oh, just putting upping.
Put it up in. Yeah. It's 11 p.m.
I can 110% say that I was not putting up Christmas lights
At
at
11 p.m.
no.
No.
But
If you were, kudos to you.
yeah, so I reckon Steph and I are probably going to splurge close to like the $300 mark on Christmas lights this year.
It's a splurge.
And that'll get us pretty much through, especially with like the solar lights now, bro.
Yeah, if I was gonna do it, I'd be opting for solar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna opt for the free Christmas tree and the screaming heap at Jason's work.
Yep.
That's within my budget.
Yeah,
for a
definitely, man.
Christmas tree.
Definitely.
I haven't seen it yet. I don't even know if it actually properly exists outside of the photo on Jason's phone. I guess he's just a busy man
Yeah.
rolling around.
I do want to pose a question to you, and
Pose away.
this is going to be something that you'll answer not today, but in the upcoming weeks prior to Christmas, because obviously you'll be buying a Christmas present for Kayla.
Oh well.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see how she operates on the terms of how good she is at guessing what you're going to get her, because I can tell you right now for pure fact, I told Steph yesterday that I'm going to buy her, because we originally, the original over plan was like, the original game plan, not over plan, sorry.
You are fucking spitting some dumb shit right now.
Pretty
Hey,
tired, bro.
I'm backing you up, mate.
Pretty tired. Anyway, so the original game plan was that we were like saving our money for it, like to go to Japan. And that's
off now, eh?
Oh, it's not looking likely with
Yeah, I
fucking.
think I might pull the pin early.
Yeah, I can't see it happening.
I would love to.
Oh, likewise.
I would really love to.
Likewise.
One day.
But
Hey, push.
so I'm still going to keep the money in there just in case, maybe New Zealand or something. For
I'd like
summer.
actually seen some Instagram ads popping up about like touristy stuff in New Zealand, and I've never been, but
Yeah.
it looked cool. Not just the snow stuff, but like
nah, dude.
just the touristy side of
New Zealand in summer, dude, like a lot of biking, obviously, which I'm a big fan of, and then like wakeboarding, which obviously you're a fan of.
Yeah.
There's lots of hikes,
Is
lots
there
of
cable
beautiful
parks
stuff.
there?
I don't know if there's a cable. There might be. If there's going to be anywhere, it'd be in Queenstown. Queenstown seems to be where stuff collapse. Lots of nice golf courses there too, actually.
I think if I was going to get in New Zealand,
Mm.
I would pay to take my clubs with me. Surely I can just like whack them in me
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
snowboard bag.
100%.
Send
Well,
them
it's just
over.
the same thing as sending over a snowboard bag.
Oh,
so.
dude, I would. There's a thing like not playing with your own clubs, and I get it. Like good golfers can
Adapt.
adapt.
Yeah,
and,
but
like,
the thing is,
a good
dude,
tradesman never blames his tools. And
bro,
let's
you're
say,
like 6'2". Like clubs aren't naturally designed for your height.
and they're not.
And
And
that's
that's why I would rather take one with me
Yeah.
and just be. I've got no excuses then. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, didn't have me clubs. It's like, bro, you had them. You're
Yeah.
just a shit.
Yeah. But anyway, going back to what we're talking about. But yes, shout out tourism, fucking New Zealand.
Drink.
We're keen to fucking
Oh yeah, fucking oath.
yeah. Oh, drink. Fuck, dude, I completely
You're the
forgot about
I've thought about it. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
it's been brought to our attention via the worst.
The woman
parent-
that I'm
the
literally
worst.
trying to talk about buying a present for, I'm going to quickly get this in. Every time I tell Steph I'm going to buy her a surprise, she will literally try every second of the day to be like, what are you getting me? What are you getting me? Are you getting me this? And eventually she'll just pick it and I can't lie. And then she'll just be like, and I'm like,
What'd you tell me for?
You've just ruined it. And so this time I've gone the route of going, I'm going to get you a present. She goes, what is it? And I said to her, I don't even know yet. She goes,
Mystery
what do you mean?
box.
And what do you mean you don't know? I'm like, I'm just telling you, I'm going to get you something, and I'm not going to buy it until like the 17th of December.
Okay, well, answering the question that you threw at me prior to the rant we just went on,
Yeah.
in regards to buying Kayla a Christmas present, I feel like when you're in a relationship and us being in a fresh relationship,
Your early days. So this
Yeah.
is pressure for you.
nah, I'm not feeling the pressure.
Okay.
Because we discussed, hey,
Yeah.
are we doing Christmas presents? We're like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, what do you want? Nah, I don't want anything. I said, shut the fuck up. We're going to talk about this together and we're going to get something useful for one another until we've only been together like, what, 2 months, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I'm trying to get at is the fact that now, while we're still getting to know each other, we'll just get something that we know we want. And then I'll probably still get her something that she doesn't know about. I actually have something in mind. I can't tell you because she'll listen to this podcast and then she will know.
You can tell me after.
I might.
I would say to you that you could tell me and I'd cut it out, but I probably won't. So don't tell me.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to tell you. Not right now, no.
What was I going to say though?
But anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Couple of things that we've spoken about. Get them.
Yeah.
One surprise. I hope you like it.
Yeah.
Back to the shout out dilemma. Somebody, and this person is the worst Apple Watch owner of all time, has brought to our attention that I, in particular, not you, even though you just did one and I didn't do too many shout outs. So sorry to all the people that get a free shout out on this show. I'm sorry for shouting out my mates. And you know what, Steph, worst Apple Watch owner of all time, I'm still going to do shout outs.
Well, we're turning it into a drinking game. So if you're listening to this
and you're in the capacity to drink,
every time you hear one of us say shout out, it's a drink.
In context, not like right now, we're just saying the word.
Obviously, because we could fuck you up really fast. Just being like shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out.
If you want to drink every time we say the word shout out, you should.
Go for it.
I encourage you. Shout out to those people.
Yeah. So that's going to be the Mitch and Moose drinking game. Is every time you hear us shout out somebody, take a swig, do whatever you need to do, and you don't even have to be drinking alcohol. No, you could be a health freak, and every time you say shout out, man, you go drink some water,
sugar-free Red Bull.
Yeah, well, dude, plenty of things.
Love that shit.
Now, not to backtrack on what we were just talking about, but I did have an interesting idea that is completely off topic, but I reckon there could be some yarn about it. Christmas presents.
Okay.
Are you buying stuff that people need or what people want?
Okay. I have spoken to a few people about one particular item that I'm going to get.
Yeah.
And I've not said, 2 people I've said I'm going to get you this.
Yeah.
The third, I haven't, but I know that they'll like it and I know that they'll use it and it will be something that they will actually get around using.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not, I don't like, you know, this like with like Wayne and Becky and like my nieces and that.
Yeah.
We try and they've always bought us presents. So I've always tried to buy them back presents instead of just giving like vouchers and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's still fine too. But it's just always been like a unspoken thing. We've just always gotten proper gifts like shirts or clothes or whatever.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. I enjoyed it. So I'm just going to keep doing that. And
yeah.
Ellie's like 7. So
yeah.
It's nothing better than watching her open a present on Christmas Day.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing for me is I'm a big believer that Christmas is the season of giving people what they want, not sort of in the terms of what they need. Because like for me personally, like when Steph's like, well, what do you want? And I'm like, and she goes, oh, well, is there anything you need for you, like your business and stuff like that? I'm like, look, I don't want you to buy me something that I need. I already know I need that. And that's not exciting, especially because like for instance, right now, I need to buy myself a traveling case for my cameras and stuff because I'm going to be flying.
Yes.
Traveling with the team and whatnot. And she's like, oh, I'll get you that. And I'm like, that's boring.
Yeah, thanks.
Like, I need that. I'll buy that myself. And it's for a business and shit like that. So I think Christmas presents, like as much as someone might need it, you should be buying something they want.
Yes.
You agree?
I agree.
You agree?
I was just laughing at the fact that the flag's like blowing in gently and you can see it in
it's majestic.
But proof that we're outdoors.
Well, imagine if they look back on this, Mitch, and like that's done CGI.
Artificial wind. There's a fan on. Fuck, I wish there was a fan on. It's hot as fucking here right now.
I'm actually all right.
I think I'm just like sweaty and sticky still from work.
Yeah, I had a shower today after dude, it was warm today.
I didn't have a shower today, but you know, I'm not much of a morning shower person. More of an evening / possibly the next morning, depend if I get too sauced.
Well, you
too
know,
sauced to shower.
You know very well that I am a cold shower every morning operator.
Except for one day.
Except for one day of my existence since doing it. Yes, that is true. So
unfortunate.
Yeah, it is very unfortunate.
But these things happen on the big jobs.
Yeah.
Just ask Nick, he'll tell you.
Yeah. So do we want to move on to the Great Australian Bick Off?
Yeah, I don't think we put we did put a poll up.
I did, yes.
I tried to. Look,
I'll teach you how to do it.
Between Mitchell and Lydia, they run the social media. I just go on there sometimes and do a bit of a talking head, but I'm pretty shit at doing the polls and stuff. So anything that looks good on our stories is normally done by Mitchell.
Yeah.
And any very, very well written out response in the inbox is done by Lydia.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Lydia.
So last week's round, the short baked cream versus the orange slice.
I actually got a bit of heat about that, eh?
Really?
Yeah. Kayla's brother was like, "Hey man, not happy, eh?" And I was like, "Oh fuck." That's how we started the message. Like, "Oh fuck, what have I done? What have I said on the podcast?"
Yeah.
And he's going, "Man, you can't say that shortbread's better than orange slice because it's softer. This isn't a fucking cake challenge." And I was like, "Oh, dude, that could have gone so much worse in my head, but it's fine." Unlucky, Dan.
Yeah, sorry,
orange slice
man.
out.
Cream on for days, shortbread cream. Like, there's so
Yeah,
much
that was
better.
just so much softer and easier to eat.
Yeah, dude. Like in that round, they were indeed the superior biscuit.
Oh,
But we're
way
moving on
better.
to the next round here, and we've got the. How do you even pronounce these?
Venetian, I'd say.
Venetian. We got the Venetian.
I can say I've never had them. They look kind of funky.
I wonder if. Would you reckon they're choc chips?
They kind of look like a
blueberry or something, maybe.
And then we got Kingston's.
Yeah. So interesting round.
The bracket's getting harder and harder to buy for because I put so many fucking
there's so many weird
that I can't
biscuits
find
in there, man. So there might have to be a bit of a culling and restructuring of the system.
Yeah, I guess we can do that.
Well, because there's going to be brackets where we can't get both biscuits and vice versa.
These look way better on the packet. Hey,
I didn't realize Kingston's were that small.
honestly, that's what I said.
Yeah.
They look better on the packet.
Oh, well, do we want to
Are
start?
these like Kingston minis?
Do we want to start with the Kingston then? Do you know what's crazy is that,
Hang on.
does that not look like chicken?
You know why it looks like chicken? Because these lights did.
Oh, right.
These lights
are these chicken lights?
No, they just make stuff that's brown look different.
Right, okay.
Stuff that's not brown look like chicken.
All right, cheers to the
Cheers.
Kingston. Oh. Well, that is nice.
Mm.
Like, the Kingston
Doesn't taste like chicken.
The Kingston is a good biscuit. Like,
Yeah, it is.
there's two ways around it. You know what I mean? It's good and it's good.
Do we open it up and just try the insides like we did with the orange slice?
Yeah, you got to. Oh, it's a bit hard to open up.
Okay, it's not happening.
No.
So
So
I can like slide it apart. Nope, it's just breaking.
maybe
my
that's a
hand.
point against the Kingston that they're not openable. You
Well,
can't open them. Sorry, my brain is so fried.
When you wanna,
After spending a day
when you wanna
yesterday.
open a fucking biscuit and you can't, that's a negging wobble.
All right.
Not bad.
Okay.
I wish I had some water.
Actually, there's points of alcohol here, bro.
Mm.
I don't have water. I honestly was meant to bring a water, but
If you were more of a drinker
Mm.
and I didn't have to drive later,
I also have to drive.
yeah, but yeah.
All right,
you
let's
do.
move on to these. I'm interested to see what that. I'm interested to see if that's chocolate chip or if it's. What is it again?
Venetian,
Venetian.
like Venetian blinds.
Oh yes, okay, yeah.
I think that looks like it's spelt like that.
Yeah, Venetian. Yeah, that's it.
Venetian.
No. No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Cheers to the
Venetian.
Venetian.
Yeah. Okay,
I don't mind that. Hey,
dude, I really like that.
I get around that.
Yeah,
It's way better than fucking Kingston.
dude, that is actually so fucking good. Do you reckon that?
What is that?
Is it chocolate chips or is it little bits of blueberry or something? It can't be blueberry.
No, what is that white shit on top?
It's obviously some form of vanilla spread of some sort.
Vanilla.
Mm.
That's what I was thinking about.
Mm.
I think there's some kind of yarn about where vanilla comes from.
Mm. Dude,
That's good, man.
that's really good.
Mm.
Holy fuck. Is there an ingredient to see what the other thing is? I want to know what the little things are.
Dude, that's fucking good.
Bro, they are so good.
This is a contender.
Mm.
This is, in my eyes, the first real contender we've had.
Yeah, dude. That's like, that could
From
run.
the tough side of the bracket, too.
I'm going to have another.
Go for it, man.
This could run through the competition.
They're really good. Could be a dark horse.
These
know what we
must be
should
little
do?
dates or something.
You know what we
Yeah,
should
they're
do?
little dates.
We should, when we get down to like the final 8, start taking bets.
Reach out sports bet.
Yeah, we just start taking bets.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Bro, these are mint.
I don't know how we'd run that, but they're good. It's a good biscuit. Shit. Shout out to the Venetian. I was trying to stop myself, but then I couldn't. Great biscuits. Fuck you, Kingston's. Not the superior biscuit in anyone's world except for that guy who
look.
told us they were.
They're not bad, but
But compared to them
these are so much better.
in this part of the podcast,
Yeah.
Venetian is the winner in our eyes.
Yeah, hands
Clear
down.
winner.
Yeah. Now, Moose,
I am Moose.
here in your dad's little man cave here, we're surrounded by lots of great pieces of memorabilia. There's plenty of awesome things here, but what I am staring at, there's multiple jerseys on the wall here. Obviously, you've the Tigers. Your dad's a Tigers fan.
Yeah.
But it has got me thinking on what your thoughts are on people who seem to wear NRL jerseys all year round, 24/7, 365.
Okay.
Hey, this is my going out NRL jersey.
Look.
This is my gym NRL
I
jersey.
won my last NRL jersey in a bet. That Parramatta would finish above Newcastle on the ladder last year or the year before, and they did. And I got a 2021 jersey, so it was last year. And I saved that jersey for game day. If I'm at home, I'll wear it. If I'm going to the game, I'll wear it. It's not like I'm going down the shop, so I'm going to put on my Parramatta jersey. That fucking thing is expensive. Even though I didn't pay for it, I know it's expensive.
Yeah.
I'm not getting around in my Parramatta jersey, especially in the off season.
Yeah.
Especially in the city on a Saturday night.
See, the thing
Definitely not the place to be wearing a Dragons jersey of all fucking jerseys.
The thing that strikes me the most, like it's really strange to me, is that like a lot of other cultures and a lot of other sports, like wearing the jersey as in like when the game isn't being played is sort of like normal. So if you look at like the NBA, and maybe it comes down to the way the things are designed, and it's a lot more easier to shuck on a singlet or whatever else it is. But even like the NFL, man, like people wear those jerseys like 24/7, and I just think that the NRL jerseys, they're still so much player designed jerseys, so they're like meant to be played in, not worn.
Well, they're like my jersey is an extra large, and this is speaking more to the size of me rather than the size of the jersey, but it's just a snug fit.
Yeah.
It's not like super comfortable to be wearing just in day-to-day practices.
Yeah.
You want to be wearing it at the game, half cut, watching your team.
Yeah, exactly. So,
in my professional opinion.
Yeah, no, and I 110% agree with you, man.
Thanks, bro.
I think it is a bit strange when like, you know, you're walking, it's like midsummer and you're walking like through the shops and there's like a dude in like a Rabbitohs jersey.
You know who'd be,
bro,
I was
when are you
just
guys,
gonna say that.
when are you guys playing, bro?
Actually, I had a bit of a yarn with a guy on the weekend at the Matildas game. He had obviously had a Rabbitohs jacket on.
No fucking way.
I swear to God, dude. In the fucking private function center that we were in, he had a Rabbitohs jersey on, a jacket on. And I was a bit out of my depth there because there's all these soccer heads around and I didn't really know what the fuck I was talking about. So I picked him out. I was like, you recovered from the loss last year yet, mate? Or last in the grand final or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah, you know, it was pretty unlucky, but I still know what's next year. But I had a bit of a yarn to him, and because he was wearing his jersey, because he was one of those guys that wears his jersey in the off-season, or jacket in this sense, I had a yarn. I mean, you can wear hats, beanies. I don't think jackets that bad.
Why is it always a random South fan?
It's just always a random South fan.
Dude, there must be a Facebook group of all South fans that live all around the world who are like, all right, boys, got a game on this weekend at the NFL. It's Detroit versus, you know, the Packers.
I put money.
Gotta wear my jersey.
Put money on the fact that at the Super Bowl there will be at least one.
There is always
South Sydney supporter there.
Bro, there is. Bro.
I reckon that there could even be people who aren't South Sydney supporters. They'd just be like, whoa, that'd be pretty funny if you wore this red and green fucking jersey. For sure. Part of the group just to be the guy on TV. Because you'd stand out at something like that. Oh, I'm going to be on TV if I wear this shit jersey.
Yeah. So, but do you reckon that, so like sort of like to backtrack a little bit. So do you reckon the NRL needs to take more of like a different approach to maybe like, it's like, there's
like banning people from wearing jerseys in the off season?
Nah, but like maybe there's like, do they need to design their jerseys a bit more like day-to-day friendly?
I think there's ranks of like jerseys you can buy. Like you can buy like the top of the tier one, which is like full sponsors, very close, like it's a game day jersey.
Yeah.
And then you can buy one that's like just the logo, the colors, and nothing else, and that's a bit cheaper. So that could appeal more to people. Like I think the one we've seen in the city, that wasn't like a game day jersey. That was like just the logo, just the colors, and they're always very baggy.
Yeah.
But that is also like a comfortability thing. Anyway, I just don't fuck with people wearing jerseys in the off season.
Yeah, I definitely tend to agree with you. So, but you know, on like the on the act of following, I went and filled up fuel yesterday at 7-Eleven. Walked in to pay, and I looked up to the screen to look at bloody, I don't know, whatever the guy is, and there's a massive thing. It says, "Follow us on Instagram." What the fuck? Why the fuck am I going to follow this 7-Eleven at this random suburb?
Where were you?
Sorry.
You're struggling today.
Oh, dude, I'm so, like I said, got cooked massively in the sun yesterday. Where the fuck was I? Oh, it was on my way home from like the SAG. So it was somewhere in that vicinity, like
That could be like a eastern suburbs thing. Because maybe I don't know, man. I'm just fucking spitting shit.
What the fuck does
I don't know, dude.
Hey guys,
come get our latest deal.
All the fuel's in. Like,
update. We're open.
Yeah,
24/7.
Two for 6 Gatorades. Like,
bro, imagine like that.
Putting in the pies. Like, you know what I mean?
Pies will be ready at 6:05 a.m.
Yeah, but like, why?
Fuck.
Like, can you imagine? Fuck, I sort of want to go onto their Instagram right now to see what they actually do post.
Did you follow them?
No, of course not. Why the fuck am I going to follow a 7-Eleven?
Search BP Hoxton Park.
Oh, do you reckon they've got one?
I don't know. I want to see if all of them have it.
It might just be a 7-Eleven thing, and they're trying to be like ahead of the times. Nothing come up yet.
Okay, we'll try 7-Eleven.
I don't know where I was, but I'll just try 7-Eleven.
I think there'd be like a mother page for all 7-Elevens.
Bro, there's a 7-Eleven at Blair Athol.
There is a page for it.
There's a page for it.
That's like in your hood.
It is in my hood.
What do they post?
Whatever you give it with love. Fresh ground
so
coffee.
They're an inspirational quotes page.
New Maltesers. They're literally trying to turn 7-Eleven into like, I guess, like, dude, they're like properly like, dude, they're posting photos in front of the 7-Eleven.
Is there anybody posing with any of the chocolates?
I don't know. I'll give it a quick scroll.
I wonder if the owners are like in on this. I think that's just adding more work for their, already hectic schedule of
pressing the button when you go to fuel. Does that ever annoy you when you're standing there with like trigger on, looking at them?
You know what's annoying?
Yeah.
When you go and it's like late-ish at night or early in the morning and they're not there. And you can wait for 5 minutes. Like clearly they've just ducked off to do a shit or do a piss or something.
Yeah.
And they know as soon as I walk away from this spot, somebody will rock up and they will be standing out there by themselves.
Yeah.
But I mean,
look,
it is what it is.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't really fill up at 7-Eleven very often because I do find that their fuel just doesn't get me the same distance as what some other servos do.
I think that's just like where you're driving kind of thing.
That's it. It's more convenience, right?
I mean, like the way you're driving. Like, if you're doing highway driving, you might get a little bit more out of it. If you're doing like local driving, you're probably not going to get as far. I don't know. This is just all speculation from me.
Yeah, you're definitely not a fuelologist.
Nah, I'm just a
dude.
Oh, I'm out of fuel. Use a servo and I'll fill up.
And especially your car, which has extremely large tires.
I left my cap on my toolbox the other day and drove away, and then like a couple of days later, John was like, "Dude, you didn't have a fuel cap." And I was like, "Fuck!" Like you were here, and like there was a super cheap auto right next door to the golf shop. So off I went, bought a lockable one with a key, but I'm still stupid because the key isn't like on my car keys. It's just like loose in my car. So every time I want to, I'm gonna like.
Let me guess. Out of the car. Fuck. Back into the car.
Well, no, I just from the front. I can reach it. That's exactly what I do, and I definitely swear. Fuck. And actually, I filled up yesterday, and got a couple sloppy pies while I was in there, and come back out. And I was getting ready to get stuck in, and I was like, I just knew something was off. I was like, I didn't put the cap back on, and there was a line of people out waiting for me. I got the trailer on, so I left the bay behind me. Can't fill up because I've like taken up 2 bays.
Oh man, that's
but
so
yeah,
funny.
forever. I think I've lost like 2. A mate of mine actually left his cap off. He's like, lost it. I was like, oh, fuck it. Whatever. And then like fuck the car.
Oh, really?
It rained and filled up with water.
Oofed.
And it was like a work car.
Oofed.
His boss was not happy, man.
Bro, even worse.
So how dumb can you fucking be, bro? Get another cap for your car.
Yeah.
Like you can get universal ones from the server. They just pop in.
Yeah. I reckon we try the beer of the week.
I think we should.
Because I've got a bit of a dry throat and
have another Venetian.
Yeah, but maybe I think it might be the Kingston that did it.
Yeah, the Kingston was shit.
Yeah. I'll leave you in charge to talk about something while I grab the beers.
Okay. I don't have much to talk about.
Well, lucky I'm back.
Thank God for that. So this week we're doing the Byron Bay Brewery Premium Lager, coming in at a red hot 1.2 standard drinks, 4.2% alcohol. I've not had this.
I have, and I already know that I'm actually a bit of a fan of this beer.
Look, after that fucking disgusting fucking shit we had last week,
Yeah.
I needed something that wasn't going to be terrible. And when I
Cheers.
seen these, I was like, sweet. I don't actually know where to get like niche beers from. I guess I got to go down to Uncle Dan's.
Yeah, I think so.
Tastes like Byron Bay.
Yeah, you've been there.
Recently.
Yeah, so I take your word over it.
I have to put this here so it's not in our face.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You want a coaster, bro?
Oh, yeah, I got Dad's beer coaster right here.
Oh, yeah. Oop, there goes my vape.
Yeah.
I'm going to just go get that. Goodbye.
Do we want to talk some sport? I guess.
Yeah, let's talk about the Andrew Johnson.
Andrew Johnson?
Is it still there?
No, I removed it, but I know what it was.
So when I played in the junior leagues, a big thing, I don't know if this is still happening now, but the yarn was that some Polynesian islander boys, their birth certificate doesn't actually start from when they're born.
Yeah, what does it go
It
with
starts from when they're christened.
that?
So that may be like 1 or 2.
Mm.
So potentially by the time they're 15,
They're massive.
they're fucking huge. And they're
Yeah.
playing against kids that are 2 years younger than them.
Yeah,
And I got fucked up by one once.
yeah.
It was in the grand final. I got picked up, dropped on my shoulder, and then he like kind of belly flopped on me and like compressed my right shoulder. My left shoulder was on the ground, compressed my right one to the ground, and snapped my scapula, which is my shoulder blade.
Yeah.
Snapped it in half, and obviously broke my fucking back.
Mm.
That was fucked. We always thought that dude was playing above his age group. The yarn is from Joey that there should be grading systems based off like a weight category rather than an age category. And it's not going to work for every age group and probably not up until a particular age group. But once the boys start, like some boys hit puberty before other boys, and it really makes the playing field super unlevel. I think if they did come out with something like weight divisions rather than age, it would be a lot better. And there used to be teams that would pump it like 60-0 just because they had like
that one
or
yeah.
that 5 dudes who were like
Yeah.
twice the size of everyone. You can't tackle them.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but
Look,
That's
I
a
can't
lot.
really speak from any experiencing as I never played rugby. But I could imagine that I'd be pretty fucking pissed off if I rocked up Saturday morning ready to go and I'm looking at some massive fucking boys.
let me paint you a picture.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
I'm painting a picture for the listeners.
Yeah.
Dear M&Ms.
Mm.
You're a young boy.
Mm.
You barely have any
How young?
pubic hair.
How young?
I'm going to go like 12, 13.
Okay, yeah.
Just around that pubescent age.
Yeah, I just become a Pokemon master. Okay, go.
You've just finished Pokemon Red.
Yeah.
You're going down to the local footy
I
field
think it
to
might
play.
have been silver. But anyway,
Anyway,
yep.
shut up. We're going down to the local footy field.
Yep.
You're getting all hyped up,
Yep.
met up with the boys. Yeah, we're going to have a great game today. Oh, yeah, it's going to be great. And then you look over at the other team,
Yep.
and there's old mate with a beard. With a beard and a face tats.
Aren't you
And-
my dad's friend?
Yeah. It's like, bro, you have a job. Like, you don't go to school anymore. You're a man. And he's like, yeah, you're shaking hands before the game. He's like breaking your hand with his hand.
Mm.
Not a vibe.
Yeah,
Not a vibe.
I can't imagine it would be a vibe.
Well, look, like I said, if you kept your eyes closed for a little bit longer, you'd see him running at you
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
have
you-
to. I
you-
already seen the picture.
you
I
might
know
need
exactly
to-
what it is.
to poo your pants.
Oh yeah, I can.
Poo in the pants.
That's probably why I didn't play rugby.
That's probably why you had a shower before you came.
Yeah, well, that's that's exactly it. Talking about shit in the bed though.
I didn't do that this week.
Brandon Smith's interview, dude. Have you consumed this?
I haven't heard it, but I've read it.
Yeah,
Apparently, said fuck a lot of times and said cunt
63
3
times?
times.
63 times.
What's wrong with that, man?
I don't like, right? This is the world that we live in with media. They want more. They want the people to be more like true to who they are.
Yeah.
And then that happens. Oh, you can't be like that.
What do you
Shut
think
the-
these people are?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking robots?
Yeah.
They're human beings.
I know, dude.
But Brandon Smith's fucking best known for being a block of cheese.
Yeah.
Love that cunt.
Yeah.
And I'll say
dude,
cunt on this podcast as much as I want.
so what do you think about what he said about how he envisioned himself winning a jersey and a Rooster, winning a comp in a Rooster jersey?
Man, I think it's play on.
Like, I've consumed obviously some opinions of other people and stuff like that. And I understand that, like, you know, if you are the club where he still does have a year left in him, that it might be some bad blood. But at the end of the day, like,
man.
if you want to fucking win a premiership with another club, like, I don't see that being an issue.
Okay, let's just paint another picture.
Okay, you tell me.
You don't have to close your eyes for this
Okay,
one.
sweet.
There's fucking 16 other clubs in the competition in the exact same position as the Melbourne Storm. Players off contract, players going to another club. Reid Marnie's going to possibly the Bulldogs.
I think he is.
You know, last year, like Matt Burton from Panthers was going to the Bulldogs as well.
Yeah.
But he played the last season knowing that he was going to another club
Yeah.
to potentially win a competition.
He
He
didn't come out and say that he
did. I know. Yes, he didn't say, "Oh, I want to fucking win a prem," but that's what they all want to do. Well, you
Yeah.
can't say what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Why would you try and censor him that
Yeah.
much?
Do you think that Brendan Smith is not going to the Roosters and not wanting to win a premiership?
Why would you change clubs? You
Yeah.
could stay at Melbourne for the rest of your career and
Most likely.
likely win
Yeah,
2 or
yeah.
3, definitely one, I'd say, in his
Yeah.
career anyway.
Yeah.
He's got probably what he maybe signed for another 3 years at the Roosters.
Yeah.
That's like definitely a premiership window. The Roosters are always in a premiership window.
Yeah.
They've got like the penthouse where all the windows are like all the walls are windows.
Bro,
Wherever they look,
they got 360-degree vision. of
100% premierships.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where they look.
Doesn't
and this is
matter.
coming from a very strong supporter of the Parramatta Seals.
Yeah.
But I can still I know the game. I
Yeah.
understand that who can be a premiership threat.
Yeah.
Roosters can. Well, I don't see the issue in saying it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too, man. Like, I think it's one of those things, bro. You want people to be more who they are. You want someone to speak their truth, and like sometimes it's going to hurt other people's feelings. And that happened to be the club that he obviously is still contracted to play for the rest of the year. But it's at the end of the day, it's like, you know, he's going to leave.
100%. And there's all players doing the exact same thing. Like so many players have already signed deals, like for instance from the Eels, to go to other clubs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, fuck, we're going to lose them. But a few years ago when we were losing players, I was like, fuck, what are we going to do now? There'll be new players that come through. There'll be a new wave. And premierships will be on the table again for every team.
Yeah. Last time I checked, he's a professional rugby league player and not a professional businessman.
100%.
So,
Although he
like-
is signed to YKTR
Yeah, I
on a
understand.
cryptocurrency basis.
Yeah, I understand that. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like people get so angry and like cut up about this shit when he comes out and says this stuff. But at the end of the day, like,
Get the fuck over it.
yeah, like honestly,
I think get the fuck over it.
dude, I 100% agree with you. I'm glad that you do because I listen to obviously like I listened to Bloke in a Bar with Brett Finch and Kempy, and he was like, probably shouldn't have said it. But I was just like, man, like, who gives a fuck? Hey,
Yeah, I think that this day and age where there is so much different ways.
do you think they should close like the trading period so you can't sign like a year and a half in
But
left?
it's only a year.
Right. Okay.
Like
yeah.
it's like from what was it, the 1st of October or the 1st of November or something that
Yeah.
that window opened.
Yeah.
So for the next year, he signed for another club. 1 year.
Mm.
It's not like he signed in fucking June.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it's the end of the season. And, I just like what I was gonna say. There are so many different ways for players to voice their opinions now. Like every other player is on some form of podcast somewhere
Yeah.
or talking to people about what they want to do. I don't see the issue, man.
Yeah.
I think it's
I think it comes down to like a media thing because like they're like so previously journalists had all the power to this shit, and now with like so much like just even this we could bloody get a player on and like they could say something, then we have the scoop and we're nobodies.
if we could,
We could definitely do it. I could pull some strings,
you reckon?
mate. Now that I'm in the Sydney Sixers, man, the world's my oyster. Who do you want, bro? No, I don't know.
Let's get
If we were to pick our NRL player, has to be like Sydney, obviously Sydney based.
Okay.
Who would you want to interview?
Well, if Brendan Smith's coming to Sydney, let's get him on.
Yeah, I don't know if I could pull that string. but-
Okay. Who would I want to get on? I know Junior Poy lives down the road.
Oh, well, there we go.
I'm just gonna rock up to his house.
Easy peasy. Yeah.
Junior.
Yeah. Speaking of cricket, I guess.
Okay. Great segue.
Yeah, 100%. Just straight into it. There's actually a bit of a quote I do want to read.
I did read it earlier, but please read it for the M&Ms.
Yeah. Did you find it interesting?
I did find it interesting.
Right. So
I like the way he thinks.
So this is obviously Stephen Smith, who has been, like we mentioned last week, now vice captain. When he was
brains.
out of the game for the Sandpaper Gate, Ian Chappell had written a column saying, "I wouldn't be the same batter after my year away from the game." I cut it out, stuck it on my bathroom mirror, and looked at it every morning and night when I brushed my teeth.
2 things to take from that.
Yeah.
The
Good to
first-
know that he has great dental care.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Great to know he's brushing his teeth morning and night.
Yeah.
Also, a point to make is that he's still the best batter in the world.
Test batsman, yeah.
Test batsman in the world.
Yeah.
And look, let's just put it out there. One day as T20s doesn't mean shit when you're the number 1 batsman in the world for Test cricket.
Yeah,
'Cause that's why we love cricket. That's
Yeah.
w're here.
Yeah.
That's why we can't wait for the Ashes.
As much as I am excited to be a part of the Big Bash, my heart lies within the Ashes, which does start next week. I'm very
Next week?
excited. Yeah.
When I'm at work, actually I need to get my radio fixed because when I'm at work,
ABC.
ABC.
Yeah. How good, man.
You get that dusty radio
Yeah.
sound.
It's safety.
It is safety. And
Yeah. But no, so what I found really interesting.
great ABC Grandstand Radio.
Yeah. What was the second thing you wanted to say?
Great dental care.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
Yeah.
Yeah. You beat me to it,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
So like what I found very interesting about this, and like it's probably something that's obviously known across a lot of sports, but how massive like mental preparation is for them to be successful and stuff like that. And obviously, did you ever watch The Last Dance?
With Michael Jordan? Yeah, I did.
How he would go out into a game and make up conversations with the other players and what they've said
Just
to
to
him.
get inside their head.
Well, no, so just so he could be
before, yeah.
just so he could be like be already angry at them for no
for
fucking
something that they
reason.
didn't even do.
That is to me, bro. That is like
That's mindset,
so
bro.
fucking sick.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a lot of people are like, oh, that's fucking crazy. I'm like, bro, you need to understand that these people want to do one thing and one thing only, and that is be the best. Like so many people get so fucking dick hurt when they're like, oh, yeah, but he's a cunt. Who gives a fuck? His goal is to be the best.
Let's just revert back to the conversation we had prior to this one.
Yeah.
Brandon Smith. He wants to be the best. He wants to win premierships everywhere.
Yeah.
If you ain't manifesting that shit,
Yeah.
what the fuck's the point?
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. So, no, I really got around that quote from Steve Smith. I think that's like
I think the whole process of cutting it out
Mm,
and just proving a point
yeah.
just goes to show that he will
Yeah.
maintain his position at the top of the
Oh,
pecking
dude,
order
imagine-
until he retires.
Just imagine staring at it. Like, imagine him. Like, I could imagine it, man, because he's obviously a very quirky character. But like, and like, especially the way he came back and did it, like to hit back-to-back hundreds in that first Ashes in England, and it was just like it's something that's not done very often. I think the last person to do it by an Australian was Steve Waugh. So like, he's a freak, man, and like I'm so excited for the summer of cricket that is about to roll, about to start. Pretty much starts this Sunday. Starts off with the Big Bash.
Who's playing first round?
Sixers versus Stars
We're at.
at the SCG.
Nice. Got any spare tickets
I can actually get you tickets, yeah.
this Sunday?
This Sunday, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm serious, yeah.
Maybe I might come.
Yeah. I can get you. I don't know how many. I think I can get 4 tickets.
Steph want to go?
She
Not a
definitely-
fucking chance.
Not a chance, bro.
Yeah,
Not a chance.
I'll go Elby's party. I think the schedule is clear on Sunday. I'll check it after the pod, but I think
Yeah.
I could be keen.
You'll
But
see me?
I can't come with you though, can I?
No, you can't come with me now.
Well, I'm gonna say I'll come.
I'll be there way early before the game starts anyway.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've never been to a Big Bash before.
They're pretty fun. It should be a good game. So they're versing obviously the Melbourne Stars, which are pretty loaded. They've got Adam Zampa. They've got Marcus Stoinis, the big rig. They've also got Maxwell, the big show. So like,
Is that actually his name, the Big Rig, and then the Big Show?
well, they call Stoinis the Hulk.
Hulk.
He's just a big unit, bro. I
It's-
can't
and
wait to actually meet
he's
him
in the
person.
Stars.
He's in the Stars, yeah.
Okay.
And then the Sixers have they got some pretty big hitters as well, like Moses Enriques, Josh Philippe, James Vince, Tom Curran. They got some pretty good stuff. They won the comp last year. They're going for a 3-peat this year. So
The Sixers?
Yeah.
I did have a comment made to me earlier today that I will quote this.
Mm.
Fuck Adrian. We want more cricket chat on the pod.
who said that?
Kieran.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Kieran of Dawn and Sealants. Yeah, he's does lots of sealing in houses.
Yeah,
and by
good on him.
sealing, I mean like no more gaps, silica and stuff like that. So when
So
your
he's not
house,
bringing seals into people's houses?
he leaves it sealed.
Right.
If
So
you-
not actual, not like not a seal though, like an actual seal. No. He's not like.
I wish
he
he
doesn't work at
fucking
the zoo.
did. I wish he did bring seals into the house, Kieran. There's a fucking new little avenue for you, mate. Take some seals with you. Seal the seals to the ceiling, and then you got a house. Anyway, if you are building a house and at the stage of your build where there's gaps. Maybe the carpenters weren't too good. Maybe, you know, kitchen guys fucked up somewhere. Maybe you just have a gap you want sealed up. Hit up Dawn and Sealants. I think he's on Instagram. Is he on Instagram?
That's not who I was searching.
Well, I think he's on Instagram. Kieran, if you're not, get on there. If you want more information, please contact the Moose on 1-800 I'm a Moose, and I'll give you more information on Keza.
Do you want to give a round up on this beer?
I might have another sip first.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is out of 10.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
Out of
I'll
10.
say this before I've had this last sip.
Yeah,
It's not going to get a 3.
it's not going to get a 3. Why can I? For some reason, I can't seem to find this person's message because he had heaps of good questions, but maybe he sent them to me.
Who?
Oh no, I know what he did. Hold on. Anyway, you can give you a review.
My
while I find
review
this.
on the Byron Bay Brewery. Say that 3 times fast. Byron Bay Brewery. Byron Bay Brewery. I can't do it. I think I'm gonna have to give it a 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
6
I
out
mean,
of
it's
10?
easy to drink. It's got a nice little triple B palm tree on the logo. Get around it, but still no VB. Top of the pecking order in my eyes. Still good. I would recommend it. You could probably drink 40 of them.
Yeah.
If you're into drinking 40 beers.
We best know that you're into drinking 40 beers.
Look, I don't know if I've ever done 40 beers. I think I have for sure.
Yeah. So me personally, I actually really get around this beer. I'm gonna put it up as a 7. I think that's a good time. Let me guess. New South Wales? Other way, bruh. For those watching on YouTube. Try this beer out at your local liquor store and let us know what you think.
Byron Bay Brewery, acquired from the local liquor store in West Hoxton.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you can get it elsewhere.
You want to move on to some questions?
Fucking oath I do, mate.
Right. So we're lucky that this person slayed us with some real good questions because I knew there would be a day like this where we've just not on our game to ask for more questions.
I don't really think that we're not on our game.
Yeah.
I think we're always on our game.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the game is always on.
Oh god.
Is this
There's so many good ones. I don't know which one to pick from.
is this Raper?
Yeah, he just has they were just really good.
Well,
We'll
if
start
they're
with
all
this one.
good,
We'll start with this
just
one.
pick one and read it.
Yeah, no.
And
If
we're
you had
off.
to change your name, what would you change it to?
Fuck. Damn.
Mm.
Max Power. The name you'd like to touch.
I already know this one.
But you mustn't touch.
I already know
I'm going
this.
with Max Power.
You going Max Power?
Yep.
I don't think you need to change your full name, just your first
No,
name.
that is my first name. One word, Max Power.
You have chosen driver.
May I suggest putter? You have chosen driver.
For me personally,
Ball is in parking lot. Would you like to play again? You have selected no.
for me personally, I would definitely change my first name to what my middle name is.
Harley.
Yeah, I just think I think I operate better as a Harley.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good question, Mitch.
that actually was.
That was a great question.
Yeah, we'll move on to another.
I got it from a hairdryer. Oh, fuck. There's something about having a strong name, hey? Like, just having a strong, like,
I think
like
my last
just a strong one-syllable first name, like Max.
Yeah,
Like, if you got an X or a Z in your name,
yeah.
you're here to fuck shit up.
What's that young kid's name? That snowboarder, Zeffy or something. He hangs out with Woz. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Z. They just call him Z.
Yeah, but he's
Zephyr?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Very interesting. name.
Zephyr, best known for
He's a pretty
being
good
a
snowboarder.
skateboard brand. Yeah, he's a great snowboarder, young kid,
Yeah, very
rips
good.
and tears.
Very good.
But
Anyway,
yeah, Max.
Max.
Or Vic. If your name's
Yeah.
a V in it, Vic.
Victor.
Victor.
Yeah, Victor
Another
the
s-
Inflictor.
Another strong name. That's
Yeah.
why Victor Radley is so
See,
good.
you don't get that same oomph with Mitchell.
No, Mitch
Yeah,
or Matt.
Mitch. Do you know what I got? Oh, Mitch the bitch. Yeah, nice, bro.
I got Matt like floor mat. I got bullied at school for that.
Yeah,
That's what
I copped Mitch the
I
bitch.
wanted Johnny's mates actually.
I copped Mitch the bitch for a bit.
Did ya?
Yeah, but like it was
Man.
expected. But like you sort of get over
You
it.
shouldn't be expected. You're not a bitch.
I know, but like as soon as some kid has the intelligence to drop one letter and put it in another and makes another word, they think it's so good.
That's called rhyme.
Yeah.
Rhyme till you die.
Yeah.
But didn't rhyme. So
If you could create one law in Australia, what would it be?
one law.
Damn.
Create one law or adjust one? I'm gonna go with adjust because it's easier than creating a new one.
Yeah.
Much to lots of people's differing opinion, I think that the legalization of marijuana should be discussed more. I get it. I get why they haven't. I get that it's hard to police and it's hard to regulate.
Well, the crazy thing is,
blah,
bro,
blah,
in
blah.
Canberra you can.
Yeah, the
So
fucking nation's capital.
What difference does 3 hours drive do?
You're in a different territory.
I know, but like, what is really that different?
What makes a state and a territory? Because it's not size. Because Northern Territory is fucking huge, and ACT is tiny.
Yeah, bro, I got that's yeah. Soz.
That's a question for another day.
Yeah, failed.
No one asked that.
No.
Anyway,
No.
If I could make it, I think it would be the marijuana thing, man. I think I don't really smoke too much weed anymore. But you know, I do see the negatives to it, but I also see the positives to it.
See, what the crazy thing for me, obviously living in Canada, my first year that I was there, weed was legal, but dispensaries were everywhere. Sorry, weed was illegal, and dispensaries were everywhere. Not dispensaries.
Yep, we know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, brain not working very well today. But then my second year around, weed was legal, no dispensaries. So it was like they made it legal, and it was actually harder to get, but there was still like a black market for weed.
But like when I was there in Wiss, there was a shop called like Two Blokes and a Bong or something.
That was my first year, bro.
Well, so that was your first year too?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that dispensary had it. I was like, hey man, I want some weed. He's like, here, bro.
Yeah.
That shit fucked me up.
Yeah.
I also drank a lot of beer before I smoked. That's dumb.
Yeah.
What? Beer before grass, you're on your ass. Grass and then beer, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
That should be the motto for
Canberra.
for the campaign to bring forth the legalization of marijuana.
Yeah.
Because that would just solve a lot of kids' problems.
Well, the crazy thing is like you can look at like a place like Canada, and it's like there's obviously things working in place. So it's like I don't understand why it's not already getting put in place in here, like New South Wales and stuff like that.
I think Buzz made a good point. Like if you use the money that you taxed off it to put back into something worthwhile, like the education system or the healthcare system or something like that. So it's like it's a win-win. You know what I mean? Well, it's you're creating a winning scenario out of something that everybody thinks is a negative thing by putting back into.
I think it's also like I remember growing up as a kid, bro, and they used to like bash the shit out of people that smoked weed. They're like,
Really?
Yeah, I just remember like if you smoked, you're a fucking idiot.
All my mates smoked weed.
Yeah,
and no one bashed anybody.
No,
I
don't
greened
mean as
out
in
the
that.
first time I smoked.
I don't mean
sure.
as in no one we bashed people that smoked, but I mean like
I
mean
like
as in like verbally, be like you're an
verbally.
idiot and shit like that.
So I thought you were talking about physical violence.
No, we just go beat up
I was like,
stoners.
yeah, dude, that's
No,
so.
bro.
I would have been very upset with you.
Nah, but like, and like I don't know. Obviously, I've smoked weed as well, and like it's not like I don't know. Obviously, it is like I don't know. People say it's one of the hardest things to get off.
Well, I find it quite easy.
But like I'm saying, but there is people that do say it.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I mean,
but it all depends on the person and how they are as with their personality and if they're an
That's
addict.
right.
Because everyone says like, oh, weed's not addictive, but like
I think it's definitely addictive. You
Yeah.
kind of become. I'm not gonna say immune to it, but you definitely don't feel stoned.
yeah,
Like I know people
you
who
build
like
tolerance to it.
yeah,
bro, like
100%.
everything.
people like would smoke to feel normal because when they hadn't had it, they were
Yeah.
feeling normal. They're like, well, this isn't normal, so then they
Yeah.
smoke.
Because like I met like heaps of like I guess you could say functioning stoners who like were just still going about their life as normal being stoned. They were really good people. But then I also met the type of stoners who literally turn into like a sack of potatoes and do fuck all with their life. And I was like, bro,
Yeah,
this is not good for
you
you.
can't be doing those sorts of things.
Yeah.
I eventually stopped because once I started running my own business, it was too hard.
Yeah.
I needed my brain to be functioning and
Yeah.
firing in all cylinders, not thinking about food.
Yeah. 100%.
Being
100%.
all hazy.
For me personally, a law that I would like to bring in, I'd like to try operate on the 4-day work week.
We did discuss this. Did we discuss it on
Yeah,
here?
we did. No, we discussed it.
We discussed
personally,
it to become on here.
Yeah.
4-day working week. And do you make every hour a 10-hour day?
100%.
Every day a 10-hour day?
Yeah.
Fuck, I think people would go for that.
Would you rather have Friday off or Monday off?
Friday.
So I'd say Monday.
See, I think Friday because...
Actually, no, I think Friday as well.
I think Friday because you can rip and tear Thursday night. You can rip and tear Friday night. You can rip and tear Saturday night. And then you literally have all of Sunday to recover. I guess it would be a big recovery. Or you don't rip and tear Saturday night and Sunday is just like what they...
I don't know. I think
when I was working at that farm, I met this Italian dude there. And he was like, yeah, man, like in Italy, Sundays, like No one drives anywhere. Streets are all quiet. Everyone's just relaxing. Like they make the most of that siesta.
We don't have that type of culture. We're very hustle bustle here in Sydney. But like I don't know about you personally, man, but like
I could potentially start trialing that for my own business.
I'm a much better operator from the hours of like 4:30 to like 11:30 than I am from 12 till 5 or 6 or whatever late. So
I've always been a believer in the fact that you do your best work in the AM. That's why like we'd get to work, we'd pump as hard as we could till 12, have a good 45-minute lunch, yak it up, get up afterwards, put on CWS, cruise through the afternoon. Yeah. And it was easy.
Yeah, I don't know if that is just like embedded into me from like doing my like apprenticeship and stuff like that and having to be more, you know, active in the morning. But like, I reckon like there's some mornings where I'll get up, hop on like, obviously like I'll meditate and get my normal routine done and then hop on the computer. And like in the space of like an hour or two, I have done pretty much everything I need to do for the day, which I was like accounting for the whole day. And it's just, I just think my brain just sort of functions a little bit better in those early mornings, especially when it's quiet in the house and there's not other distractions.
Good point.
Very good.
Jason and I run that. We try and get up early, and I haven't been doing it lately, but when we're in, Jay does it now. He gets up early and gets stuck into his paperwork. And it is easier because you take the pressure off yourself in the afternoon when you want to come home and you're knackered, you know, you've done a big day, you're dirty, you just want to sit down, maybe not turn the telly on, but just wind down in your own way, like however that may be. Maybe you want to smoke a couple cones. You're not going to smoke cones before you go to work.
No. Well,
so if weed was legal and you had a 4-day working week, you'd be smoking cones Thursday afternoon, easing yourself into your weekend, know that you got Sunday off, ready to rip and tear again on Monday.
Yeah, man.
How do we actually there's a vote this weekend.
Oh yeah, we got
Local
a vote.
council. I don't have to vote.
Why not?
I voted yesterday.
Fuck, I probably should have done that.
I was shout out to Kayla for bringing to my attention that you can vote early. And I went down to the council community center, walked in. It was actually pretty funny. Not funny. When you go to the voting ballot,
I haven't voted in like so long because I haven't been in the country.
Well, for people who are going to vote on Saturday,
I'm going to vote. Yeah.
Yeah, but people who have listened to this now would have voted on Saturday.
Yeah,
and you're listening to me now.
Yeah.
But yesterday, like there was a handful of people. I think we waited like one person in front of us when we got there. Tomorrow morning, there's gonna be a fuckload of people there trying to vote all at the same time, and you don't get the same interaction with like the fucking people from all the different whatever they're called parties.
Yeah.
So we're down there, and I seen them all out there. I don't know. I called my dad. I was like, "You want to come vote?" So I met my dad there. Then we walked up together. I guess my dad was a bit prepared for it because he was way more witty than I was. We walked up and this lady's like, "Oh, hi, my name's so-and-so and I'm from the Liberal Party." And Dad's like, "Oh, yep, what are you going to do for me?" She's like trying to tell him. Dad's like, "All right, thanks," and walked away. She's like mid-sentence. This other person, "Hey, you go, my name's so-and-so." And Dad just starts ripping into him. "Oh, well, what are you going to do? Well, can you do this for me? Is you going to make this happen?" And these people are like, oh. And Dad's like, "Nope." Walk back inside. And
Yeah. I've
Dad would go to the like we've at Oshawa Public School, go in, and as you walk in, they all hand you pamphlets and stuff. Dad takes them all from everybody, and on the way back out, he goes and gives them all back to him.
He's a funny bloke.
And they're like, no, you meant to keep it. So no, I don't want them. He just gives them back. Even the greens, like, "Oh, just chuck it out." Dad's like, "What kind of recycling is that?"
Yeah.
Greenies, huh? Come on.
I obviously don't want to make this a political podcast.
Oh, it's not. I'm just having a yarn about the fact that
I've honestly been doing some like some consuming of political content as of late, and there's some pretty alarming things that are going on in our government. And I'm actually
this is a local election.
Yeah, I'm still excited to go actually vote for the first time because I actually do want to have some sort of power or some form of change
happening.
Yeah.
Well, I voted. I voted with my opinion of my father.
Yep.
And I've done that, so
yeah,
I don't really care that much. I should. I don't. I don't understand it enough.
Yeah. You'll hit that phase where you start learning. You'll watch one video and they'll talk about something. You're like, wow, they do that.
If I wanted any political advice from anybody, I'd just be hitting up Reese going, "Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Lay down some political shit for me." And he'd be like, "Right, Moose, what you want to know?" And just boom, I'd be sitting there stuck in a conversation with him about shit I don't understand.
Yeah.
For as long as he can talk, which is a long time.
Yeah. But I think that's going to be it for today, eh?
Is it?
I think so.
What about the Hooly Doolies? Talk about that next week.
Yeah, I'll leave the Hooly Doolies for next week, I reckon.
I seen the Wiggles on the weekend.
Oh, you did too?
They were cool, man.
How did they go as an opening act for the soccer?
Yeah, they
Interesting choice.
They played
But then again,
they played the classics.
yeah.
Fruit salad,
Yummy,
yummy,
yummy.
yummy. Mashed potato.
Yummy, yummy.
Yeah.
Sure.
They even played their cover of
Elephant.
by Tame Impala.
Yeah.
Great song on its own.
Mm.
One of Tame Impala's better songs, in my professional opinion.
Yeah.
And then they sung the anthem.
Yeah.
In its full form, no edits, no
Yep.
remixes. I can't recall. I feel like that they sung it a cappella.
Wow.
With no, but there was a lady singing as well. I think they did like the backing vocals.
Right.
The Wiggles have got to the point where they're backing vocals for a lady who's singing the anthem.
It's pretty
They
impressive.
sounded sweet.
That's good.
The Wiggles have got a set of chords on them. I'll tell you that.
They just continue to evolve, seeing as they were huge when I was 3 and they're still big and I'm now 27.
Yes, you are.
So,
Not for much longer.
no, not for much longer.
You'll be 28
yeah, next year.
because 28 comes after 27
That is correct.
and then 29
Yeah.
after 28.
Well, guys, thank you for tuning in today. It has been an absolute pleasure to be out here in the outdoors in this great moose dad cave.
I'm starting to get bit by mosquitoes, so I think it's a
Yeah.
good time to wrap it up.
So if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a like, sub to the channel. If you did enjoy listening,
Hang on, did you rate the beer?
did I rate the beer? Yeah, I said it as 7.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Back to the
Yeah.
sign off.
If you are listening on Spotify, hey, if you could share it, that'd be fantastic. It's only a little thing to do. Just press that icon, put on your
Yeah,
IG story.
3 buttons to press, and
Yeah.
then you're all shared back
And-
to whatever you was doing.
So
It does mean a lot to us.
it does. That obviously help the channel
It's
grow.
great. It's great to see people's stories with my face on it.
Yeah, it's great to see that. There's a couple shares this week. I got
Yeah.
really around it. We really do appreciate it. But
Gets
yeah.
me aroused.
Yeah. All right, guys. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that jazz. We're gonna say it until
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's,
Exactly.
thing of the past. This was the Mitch and Moose Show. Do, 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 do.